Hi everyone. Today we are going to start to the assignment operator. Assignment operators. What's the meaning of the assignment operator? Can anyone say that? You can write on the chat. Assignment operator. Yes, Yara. Thank you, Yara. Okay. So, assignment operator is that it's the equal case. And so, it's used to what the right hand side can be equalized or assigned to the left hand side or the variables. Okay. In priority level, assignment operator is right to left prior. Okay. Firstly, we need to create this example, the print new line, okay. And so a can be equalized to the 100s, and so we can print to a. This is so simple. We can write the what, the literal, to the what, to the another variable, 100. Okay, but if I choose to assign the b is equal 100, what happens if I run this code? Yara, could you tell me? Yes, the print is also assigned with what? With the 100, because the assignment operator is right to left priority. Okay, and so if I choose to define to another variable just like this one, and so we will have no error in here. But if I choose the a 100 and equal b, just like this one, and so the print a and b can be rewritten at this moment, and so voila, cannot assign to literal to the what, to the variable in here, or the b cannot be assigned to the literal because the literal has the what, the constant address notation on the RAM. Okay, because we have the right to left priority to this assignment. Okay, and so this is the syntax error. Yara, do you get it for this property? Okay, a can be equalized to 1, or just like the in C or C++, we can assign to these values, but the print a can be assigned just like this one, and so the a is equals to the what, 2. Okay, we can use that, this property, but if I choose the print this one, a is a equals to 1 plus a. Okay, and so if I rerun this code, and then the a is invalid keyword argument for the print notation, which means that we cannot assign or increase the values of these terms on the what, on the print function, or this is syntax error, and or a plus equal 1 is also another syntax error in here. Okay, and then in this built-in function we cannot use this property. Okay, but just like this one, we can multiply and assign to what, to this value, a star 2, which means that we have the 2 at the a, and so this just now equals to the what, equals to this one, a is a times 2. Okay, or we can use the a star equal to the print a is equals to what, the 16, right, because it is equals to what, a 2. Okay, or we can assign the new variable in here, a is 3 and a star equal 2 plus 3. What happens if I run this code? Can anyone tell me? Why, Halil? Could you tell me the reason to run this code is equals to the 9? For your opinion, can you tell me? Because it's equals to the 15 here. Because in the first place, at the right hand side, just see that the 2 plus 3 is assigned to 5. And after that, we will multiply this value in here because the priority level is the what? Right to the left. Okay? Just see that. We have this rule in here. Okay? Okay. So. In second place, we will deeply analyze the what? The print function, guys. Print function, okay? So, what about the print? Print is the built-in function. Lion, just see that in here, a star is equals to, for example, a is equals to 5, okay? And so the print a can be rewritten in here. And so we got the 25 in here. See that in this operation, the expansion form is equals to what? A over 2 in here, lion. Okay? And so these are the multiplication or the over or the subtraction operator in here. And so this seen by the interpreter just like this one. A is A equal to this one. Do you understand right now? This is the expansion form. Lion. Because this is the over operator, not the multiplication one. So, built-in function print can be given here, and so the print new line, and new line. A is equal to the 10, B 20, and C 30. Okay, and so the print A, B, C. And so what happened if I run this code? Firstly, you need to see that we have the 10, 20, and 30 on the same line, guys. On the same line. And so we have the one more to what? To empty space in here. Or we can print the A times 2, B times 3, and C times 4. What happens if I run this code? We cannot assign any variable in the arguments of what to print, but we can multiply or operate some functions on this variable in here, just like this one. And so 20, 60, and 120 can be given in here. Or we can show this property A is equal to this one, and so we can put the comma in here with a variable of the A, just like this one. Okay, and so this is the str value or the type of the str. This is the integer value, but we can write anything by using this syntax because in Python programming language we have the address, not variables. Okay, so the every address or the every literal can be combined in a one statement, just like this one. Okay. And so we can print another variable A, B, and C. And so in the Python we have some default arguments, just like this one, this sep, okay, separation. And so we can change the separation of the constant value by using this syntax, because if we go to the print function, and so this print function is given in here, just like this one. Or we can see that the function defprint will use object sep str, and str file and flash can be given in here. This is the default arguments for the what? For this property. For example, in the print function, separation is defaultly assigned to what? The one empty space, and the end character is assigned with the what? With the new line character. See? But we can assign the new variables in here. Just like this one. If I rerun this code, see that in the first example we have the 10 empty space, 20 empty space, 30, and in the last one 10, 20, 30, see that? Do you understand what's the difference between these two codes? Okay, and so also we can print another variable a, b, c, and the separation can be assigned with what? X, x, x. Okay, see that? 10 x, 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 20 x, 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 30. Or we can assign to what? The Halil here. See that? Or lion. See? And so at the empty space we can give the what? Some useful or the some determinant properties to this function. Okay? Or we can give the what? The print a, b, c, and the separation can be assigned to what? The non-character or the not empty space. Just see that 10, 20, and 30 without space in here because we assigned the without character or the non-character in here. Or we can define what? The a, b, c with the separation of the not empty space, and end can be assigned to dot value in here, just like this one. And so the 10, 20, and 30 is given in here, but at the end of this code it's the dot. Okay, or this code is emptied. This code is dot at the end of the print notation. Okay, and so we can see or we can give the what? This code, and then this print is specialized by using the R properties which is given that cells. Okay, but there's one problem in here. For example, the print a, b, c and sep non-character and end, that's the end. Okay, but if I rerun this code, just see that we have the 10, 20, 30. This code is dot at the end of the print notation, but after that we don't have any new line character in here. Just see that this print is moving with the what at this statement, just like this one, because the end is defaultly is equalized with the what? With new line character. But if we choose another default parameter by using the what? The n equal blah blah blah, and so we cannot get the new line character. But if we have this notation in here, just like this one notation, new line can be given in here, and so we will have the what? This property in here. Okay. So the print new line can be given in here, and so the print 1, print 2, print 3. What happens if I run this code? And so the 1, 2, 3 is given in here because in defaultly the end is equalized with the what? With the new line. Separation is equalized with the empty space. Okay, or we can rewrite this code just like this one. The print 1, the end, empty space. The print 2, I can copy after all of these things. Okay, and 2 and 3. What happened? The output of the what? The last code. Lion, Khalil, could you tell me? Yes. See that? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Efe. So, any question? if there's no question, and so we will continue with the with the type function. Type function, or firstly, the whole types are actually a class which contains many functions or methods and attributes. We will talk about the attributes and the function or the methods. Okay, just like in the C++, we have the integer function. This is the constructor of the methods, okay, or float value, or str value, or the bool value. The integer, float, str, and bool, the standard type of this one. No, this is not a new line, Yara. This is not a new line. We can write every code or every function by using this dot comma operator on the new line. Otherwise, the Python cannot be run in this code because the Python is sensitive about the new line and the tab character. For example, in the C or C++, we can use the parentheses to define the properties or the functions. But in the Python, we can use the new line or the tab for for separation of the codes. Okay, and so if we are using this dot and comma operator, and so we can write the whole print on the same line. That's it. Do you understand that, Yara? Okay. So, what's the properties of the int, float, and str and bool value? Just like in the C++, we have the class and its constructor and the properties, and so the Python has the same idea or the idealistic properties, which is given in the class notations. And so this integer, float, str, and bool values are the constructor of these classes. Okay, and so we can write or print the another codes in here, just like this one. Okay, so the print integer 1.3. okay, and so if I rerun this code, and then we will have to 1 value. But why? Efe, Yara, Halil, why we get the 1 value? Yes, we convert these values into the integer values. Okay, and so the print the int true values. What's the output of this code in second place? Yes, this is 1. Okay, and so what is the output of this code? 1, 2, 3. No, it's not an error because this is the ASCII characters, and so ASCII character, and so this can be converted into the integer types. Okay, but if we are using this syntax, Ali, and so if I rerun this code, and we will have the error because it's not on the base 10. And so the ASCII character cannot be converted at this case because the 1, 2, 3 is a number, even if it's a str values. And so we can easily convert these values into integer, but we cannot convert the characters into the into the integer one. Okay, and so this is the syntax error. What about this one? Syntax error or not? Not, because the empty space is removed from this constructor, this integer class. Okay, or the print, the float can be rewritten in here just like this one, 1, 2, 3. And so if I rerun this code, the 1 minus or negative 123 values, but with the what? With the floating points of these values. Or we can print the what? The float minus 12, 44, 34, and so we will get these values. Or print the float true. What happens, or what's the output of the last code, guys? Yes, because it's converts into the what? Into these values. Okay, so what is the output of the str123? This is simple, because we can convert the integer value easily into the what? Into the str1. Str is a combination of the integer, bool, float, and the other class. Can we write instead in the integer values? We can do that. But if your question is that, for example, plus 100, is that it? Your question? Okay, and so we can do that. But for example, a is equals to 5, a equal a plus 5. If we rerun this code, just see that float takes no keyword arguments. We cannot assign, we cannot use the assignment operator on these characters. Is that clear, Lion? Okay, and so what about the str true values in here? If I run this code, just see that the str converts the values into the what? The true, not the 1. Or we can use the false value in here, just like this one, the false. Just see that we can use the false. Okay, what about the bool 51.1? See that if we turn this value 51.1 into the what? Into the bool, and so we will have the what? True values. But what about this notation? 10. It's also true, but if I choose this value to 0, this is false. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or can use this character. This is also false. See that if we have the no space or the null character in here is given in here, and then the none character returns to the what? The false value. So what about the empty space in here? It's true because it's non-zero, guys. And so the type operators can be initialized with the what? With this character. A is equals to the integer function. It seems like the what? The function, but it actually not. It's a constructor of the sum classes, which is named with the what? With the int. And so if we rerun this code, print a, and then just see that it's initialized with the what? With the 0 values. Okay, and so this is also the float value, and so see that the first one is integer, the second one is 0.0, right? Any question about these things? If there is no question, and then we can continue with the what? With the input function. Input. Okay. As input, it's just like the scanf. We can get the what? The some inputs from the keyboard. in here, and we can process it by using this one. Input, give a name. This is a warning for the what? For the user in here. Okay? And so if I see this given name, and then we can write the sum values or the str values on this time. And so this str values can saved on the what? On some variable which is equals to the what? To the s. Okay? And so the print s can be given just like this one. And so the given name, for example, Lion Halil. And so the Lion Halil is assigned to the what? To the s in here. Okay? So in another example, s can be equalized. The input, give a number, but if you want to get the real number, for example 1 or 10 or 50, and so we need to call the type function in here. The integer value or the integer constructor can be what? Can be called by using this syntax, and after that the print s times s should be called for the what? For example, if I push the what or give the 5, and so we will have the what? 25. But I'm sorry, this is the 5 and 25. We need to remove this print function. Okay, 25. And so what's the type of the s right now? What's the type? String? No. In the second case, we will have the s values in here, just like this one, type s. 5 class int. Okay? Okay. Or s is equals to the float value, input, give a float number, print s times s. For example, 525 is given in here. Or if I rerun 1.2, and so 1.44 can be given in here. But what happens if I convert these values to the integer? 5.6, for example. If I rerun this code, 5.6. What happens if I push this value in here? What's the result of this code? See? This is what? This is the syntax error, right? If we take the float value in here, and so 5.6, and so we have the results. But if I push the integer values in here, just see that the return value of this input function is a string. And so 5.6 is a float point, not the integer one. And so this must create the what? The syntax error in here, just like this one. Do you understand how we can use this value? Just see that the input function returns to the what? The string value, str value. And so if the str value 5.6 containing the what? The 0, containing the what? The dot operator, and so it cannot be interpreted by the what? The integer function with the what? With the integer values. And so we cannot convert it. But just see that the s integer 5.6 or 5.7, is that a syntax error or not? Because, just say that because we have the 5.7 is in the type of the float value, and so float value can be converted into the integer one, but input str value, input returns to the str, and so this str cannot be converted into the integer value because it's a string. And so this string must contain only with the what? The integer values, not the dot, not the floating point. Okay? Any question? If there's no question, and so we can continue with the what. We can create what another file in here, week3 2.py. Okay. We should start with what the basic data types in Python. Okay. Basic data types in Python. Firstly, we need to define the data structures. Okay, data structures is an object that collaborate some relations to each other. Okay. For example, in the C or C++, we can talk about what a hash table. What's the meaning of the hash table? Or linked list? Or struct? Can anyone say about these things in here? Can anyone say that? Comment hash. No. The struct has possessed of what? The function and also a variable, but with different variables. For example, in C++, we can contain the integer value, double value, or the another methods can be contained with the what? Within the struct list. Or linked list possess the what? The address operator, address type, and also integer value, or also string value in C++. Just like in Python, we can use this data structure with a different way. For example, in Python, we have some data structures embedded into its language. Okay. The list, dictionary value, tuples, and sets. These are the standard libraries, guys. Okay. So if we use the list or dictionary or tuple or sets, we can contain or we can create some collaboration or the relation within these values. For example, I can define a basic data type related to the student list by using the list, or I can define the dictionary object in order to store to the what the student information, for example the number, points, or the ID number. And so each numbers are related to one specific students, and so these students can be kept in the dictionary class. Okay, this is our basic concepts. And so how we can do that? Or Python works in that code. Okay, we have the iterable object concept. Okay, an object that is responsible for keeping another object, just like linked list, right? In C++. Has anyone know anything about the linked list guy? What is the linked list? Halil, Efe, Yara. In the linked list, we store the data in a dynamic way. For example, if we want to define the linked list or to store the 100 millions data on our computer, our computer creates a dynamic range or the dynamic storage on the RAM. Okay, and after that, this dynamic range is unlike the standard array notation, contains this linked list with the what? With the previous address, current address, and the next address. And so if we have the one linked list in the C++, we store the, for example, the integer value. And so this structure stores also the next address and the previous address. And so if we have the one linked list element, and so we can reach the next address, and the another one reach the another next address, which is called the linked list. Okay, but in Python it can be collected automatically, or in C++ we have the some containers or the collection in C++ for creating this task. Okay, and so which means that in a summary we can iterate any data kept in this object class member without ignoring its types. Okay, but what is the meaning of this? In order to understand that, we need to give the basic examples about this one, list in Python. This is the first object for the for data structure in the Python. Okay, and so what is list? List is a collection in which each variable has pro sequential relation with a specific index. Okay, it's just like the array definition in C or C++, but this is the dynamic array. And also, beside from the C or C++, the list contains the different elements of our Python code. For example, the standard type, integer, str, and double can be contained or can be stored by using a one list value, because it's a dynamic. Okay, but in C or C++ we cannot do that, because in C or C++ if we define the array, and so this array must contain the same values or the same types of these variables. Okay, and so the basic syntax to define a list is given with the open and close parentheses, just like this one. And so we should give the list elements in here, just like this one. This is a simple base notation for the list. But in order to understand this thing, we need to create the example session about these things. Okay, so in order to define the list, we should give the 1, 2, and 3. This is the list. Okay, and so if we print this value a, and empty space, the type a can be given in here. And so if I run this code, and then we will have 1, 2, 3 as a list, and just see that this class is assigned to the list. Okay, in order to define the list, and so we need to give the open and close parentheses, and so we should put the separation with the comma operator, just like this one. But this is not enough. No, just see that I can give the Ali, Halil, and Yara. Just see that. And so if I print the a with the type of a, and so if I rerun this code, in the first place the a is assigned to the 1, 2, 3, and in the second place Ali, Halil, Yara can be kept or can be stored in the in the a. Okay, and so what is the type of the a? Type of the a is list, but list can contain to the string character, or another list, or the integer value, or the double value, or the float value, guys. Okay, this is so important. We can contain anything by using this syntax, because it's just an address, another address defined in the Pythons. Or we can use the Ali, Halil, or 1, 2, 3, or 4, 4, 1. Just see that. What happens if I run this code, Yara or Efe? Yes, because in the list, no, this is not an error, Lion, because the list can store the different types of the data, even if we are using another list in here, just like this one. We can contain a list within a list. Just see that 44 or 1.2 in here, and also we can define what 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4 and veli in here. This is also current, and there is no syntax error in here, just like this one. And so this A contains another list value in here. There's no syntax error. And so also we can contain 1.2, 123, and Ali and Halil. We can contain the whole of these things by using this term, because the address properties of the Python can permit us to do that. Okay? It's a huge advantage with respect to the C or C++. Do you understand what I'm saying in here, guys? Okay.